Hi, one best year sports picks. His name is Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. It's week 16 in the NFL. We're talking with Al McMorty from BigAl.com. Always love to hear what Al has to say. And the first game we're going to cover is one of the ones that we've been scratching our heads about and thinking about, debating, and that's Atlanta against Carolina. And Mike Brenner, of course, we've talked about this. You have a great read on Atlanta in general. A lot of your winning picks this year have come involving Atlanta. This week, though, you're kind of staying off of it. You're not sure you like them. We're both kind of thinking that maybe after the two huge wins over Cupcakes, they take a little bit of a breather. They might get caught as a road favorite. You have not gone on Atlanta this week. Feels like you're not going to. If anything, you're leading Carolina.
And I really just don't know at this point. But, yeah, they definitely took care of business for me last week. Al and I, by the way, we split. We went 1-1 in our head-to-heads last week. I think Atlanta was one of those games. I'm interested to hear Al's breakdown on this because Carolina showed who they were this last week. They looked good. And I bite the bullet on that one. They got me. Cam Newton, I thought, would go the other way. He seemed to bounce back. Ron Riviere, like I said, Riverboat Ron was like, hey, that's the team I knew we were. They're getting healthy. I don't know, so I'm waiting. I want to hear what Big Al's got to say because Atlanta's damn sure looked good last week.
They've been a great team, ATS on the year, but I'm just wondering if their last two huge wins makes them a little bit complacent here. The line has gone up. It opened at 2. Now it's up to 2.5 or even some 3s. Al McMorty, what's your take on this interesting matchup?
Well, I think the Panthers shocked a lot of people last week. I mean, I was one of the people they shocked. I can't believe they went into FedEx Field and upset the Redskins as a 7-point underdog with the way they've played this entire season. And now return home. They're going to be playing their final home game of the season this week against the division-leading Falcons. And even though Atlanta needs this game, much more than Carolina does because Carolina's not going to the playoffs, I'm going to back the home team here. And I have several reasons. One is that home underdogs are solid bets in their final home game of the season if they're off an upset win. Since 1980, they've cashed 60% of the time in that situation, including 32-14 against the spread if they're playing an opponent with a 600 or better record. So that really bodes well for the Panthers here as the home dog. And even worse for Atlanta, it's won its last 2 games while scoring more than 40 points in each of those 2 victories. But NFL teams have cashed just 37% since 1998 when playing on the road after scoring more than 40 points in back-to-back games. So that also doesn't, look very good for Atlanta. Finally, the Panthers are 8-1 against the spread in their final home game of the season. They're also a perfect 5-0 ATS when playing with revenge in their final home game. I'm going to take the points with Carolina.
Wow. All right, and
it is that was a hell of a breakdown. There's some numbers in there that can't lie.
Yeah, and what he said about teams that score 40 points at 2 games in a row sort of plays into my sense of
and
getting complacent.
Too.
Getting complacent after you have huge offensive success a couple weeks in a row. The line is creeping up though, and the Chris books actually have +3 -120. So Al McMorty recommending a play on Carolina +3 -120. Something to think about, Mike Brenner. Maybe we'll tail him by Friday. Al McMorty, thanks so much for your insights and your breakdown of this. BigAl.com is your website. There's a lot going on there. Tell us what we can find there.
Sure, folks can get 4 complimentary selections every single day at BigAl.com. Just go to BigAl.com and click on free picks. You get 2 free winners every day from myself, 1 from Larry Ness, 1 from Scott Spreitzer. And of course, you get all of our best selections as well. There are 16 handicappers at the website, everyone from myself, Larry Ness, Scott Spreitzer. You got Docs Sports, Brandon Shively, Wayne Root. Lots of great information there. Just go to BigAl.com and click on free picks and also picks for sale.
All right. Awesome, Al. Thanks so much.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.